you know, you're pretty tall, so you could be on my volleyball team. And why do you say that? Just speak. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, we could really, win some money doing this and stuff, and it would be awesome.
What?
We're live.
Welcome to Nerd Talk. James, you gotta stop doing that, buddy.
Doing what?
Yeah, you know. Why are you trying to sabotage me all the times, James?
That was funny.
You know.
Man.
You always play with your dolls?
No, they're action figures, not dolls.
All right.
There's no hair you can comb or dresses you can put on them.
No, Darth Helmet. No, I didn't see you playing with your dolls. Good.
That's messed up, man. Anyway, welcome to Nerd Talk. I'm Ortek, the Batman fan. That's Dylan Gasson, otherwise known as Cytokin. This is John Gasson, otherwise known as Boss Tech. And back there in the Batcave is Utter Tech, the Sausage Link.
He's back there somewhere.
He's back there somewhere. He doesn't want to show himself. He's having a bad hair day. But anyways, today we're going to talk about quite a few things. We got a toy review.
Yes,
we're going to do in our first segment.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to be talking about the League of Legends update.
League of Leggings. That's a different league altogether. Yeah, I'm going to cover some of the new thanks.
You're welcome.
Ranked 2016 changes and a few of the champion updates.
Yep, we're also going to be talking about gamer snacks. The new IC table, which is pretty rad, and it's like the real-life Bat computer.
It really is. Like it's a spawn directly from that.
Oh, Planet 9?
Yeah, new ninth
We
planet.
got some a new Planet 9.
We have a few Pluto defenders.
Well, you made him pass
It's
out.
a dwarf planet, yeah. He's like, this is horrible
Pluto
stuff.
is still a planet.
You guys should stop doing this show. It's horrible.
What are you talking about? That's his planet we're talking about.
Oh, is it?
Pluto
That's
is
where
a
Predators are
planet.
from?
Yeah, that's what he hid. He's like, oh no.
That's freaking awesome.
I agree with James.
What?
Pluto is still a planet.
It's a dwarf planet.
I grew up
No,
thinking it was a
no,
planet, so.
No.
But we'll get to that
Dwarves
later.
are people too.
Dwarves are people.
Not according to some people that I know.
And you got
Sean.
and Dylan has some really cool information about a secret island.
Not a secret island, but yeah, Socatra Island. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
And it's got dragon's blood
Trees.
and stuff.
Yeah,
It's really
an
cool,
incense.
man. I tell you what, I've seen the pictures.
We'll have
Can't wait.
images up later.
That's awesome.
So
We will have images.
So the first thing we're gonna do, right?
Toy review,
Is
right?
we're gonna do a tour review. Josh, look up
I'm
there.
kind of nervous.
See, there it is.
Yeah, I might as well just. So there's no dead air. I'm looking at it.
There you go.
Oh wow! I don't want to be on the. I just want to go play with it.
All right,
Nope.
so
This is Poe Dameron's X-wing. It's also called Black One. That's the official Disney canon.
you showed off the First Order TIE fighter.
Yeah,
not
in
too
our
long
first
ago.
episode. Yeah.
Yep. So
We got to show some the what is it? The Renaissance. What are they? The Resistance.
The Renaissance.
It's the Renaissance.
The Renaissance.
It's the
era.
Renaissance, man. We got to show the Resistance some love. And actually, huh? Yeah. I'll hold it up to the robotic James. Always telling me what to do. He's like the only adult around here.
If this was the Renaissance,
If you expand
it'd be
the
a
shot
painter,
just
not a,
and make it go axis.
Yeah. First we'll take a look at the figure. It's Poe Dameron, played by Oscar Isaacs. And the packaging for the figure comes out pretty easily. It's just basically a soft plastic clamshell. He comes with a removable helmet. He comes with a removable helmet, which is different than the helmet that they show in the beginning of the movie, where he's wearing the blue and white, and he gets in the regular. I guess it's a regular X-wing.
Oh yeah, that wasn't his. 'Cause that was his gun.
No, it was his, but it got destroyed right in the beginning of the movie. So, and the
rest
sculpting
in
on these
peace.
things are amazing. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
the articulation. There's 5 points, so you got hips, so the legs can kind of go. They can kick forward. Kick backwards.
Is that so he can sit in there better?
Yeah. And even then, he's still a little clumpy, but yeah. And from what I've heard about this toy,
Yeah.
you eventually have to squeeze his arms forward to get him to fit it in the cockpit. when we actually get to the actual jet. But he also has shoulder joints. There's no wrist movement and there's head movement. And the helmet, like I said, is removable. The paint apps for I believe these are like $7.99 if you were to buy these as a single carded figure, is actually really good. I mean, the paint, take a look at that, dude. The paint on that is, it's finely tuned for a 3 3/4 figure that is not the Star Wars Black Series. These are the basic figures that are reminiscent of the old 80s Hasbro figures. They weren't Hasbro back then, actually. They were Kenner. Kenner made them, and then Hasbro bought them out. And this is actually a Hasbro product. The box is gigantic, so I'm kind of excited to see how big. I've never owned an X-Wing before, so this is the first X-Wing I've ever gotten.
Well, there you go.
So that's pretty awesome.
We got to make you excited about this.
Yeah, they got to keep the monkey happy so he stays trained. So, but yeah, and on the box there's just very little box art. On the back, it just pretty much shows the actual toy. It shows Poe over here, and a few things that you can do, like splitting the X-Wing, which these are actually split engines on it. The cockpit that opens, I believe it shows the missile launcher.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm actually curious if it comes with a BB-8 figure. That
it's probably molded in.
Yeah, right up here. Well, even if it isn't, I own a BB-8 that will fit in there.
Do you really?
Yeah. I'll bring it in tomorrow and show it off a little bit. Sweet. So, and this is actually, aside from Empire Strike, it's got stickers. Stickers are always fun. So right away, opening the box here. Let me get my trusty knife. Kids, don't use this at home. I have adult supervision and permission right there. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and cut away from myself, children, because that's the way you're supposed to do things. But it comes with stickers, and I'm guessing they're the cockpit stickers.
Oh, yeah,
James,
so
can you
you
get a
have your
shot?
detail inside.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually what that looks like. James, do you think you can get a shot of that, dude? Or is that a little too much?
You might.
Look at that
Look at
zoom
him going.
control.
Look at zoom in.
Look at that. James
Angle
with the
it down so you
skills.
can angle it down so
James
you can
with the
glare.
skills.
Angle it. There you go.
Angle it over.
There you go.
Bang. Right
That's
there.
cool.
That's the cockpit sticker.
Not bad at all.
No, that's pretty cool that they do that, because a lot of times it's either nothing's in there,
Yep.
or
like a, blank spot, little blank square in there, and say, oh, well, there
And
should be buttons there, but
right, a lot of people dog Hasbro and Disney for that matter, with level of detail and things like that. But and so far in this Force Awakens line, I haven't.
Oh, it comes with BB-8 back there.
Yeah, there is a BB-8 there, and he is not removable so far. We'll figure that out in a second.
Probably what you press to make the X-Wings come open.
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
that was like that on the original version.
Yeah, it was.
Too.
R2.
Right, my best friend John Duggan actually has I think he has an X-Wing, or it might have been my friend Joey Rulo that had one that showed one to me.
Yep.
And I was pretty impressed with something that came out in 1977. You know.
Well, hey,
So,
you know.
Anyway, let's look at the packaging. James, give me a shot. This is how the X-Wing comes in its packaging. Pretty secure in there. Like I'm holding it right here and nothing's falling.
Are you going to have to cut stuff
Absolutely.
in the back?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Wire tie?
Well, actually, you don't even have to go that far.
Oh, look, it's not. It's tabbed.
Go ahead and give me a shot, James. There's tabs on here, and normally there's a bunch of.
I hate those
Yeah,
wires.
they're so annoying.
So just absolutely aggravating.
So all you got to do is just fold these guys over, and this was like this or similar to this, much more simpler with the TIE-FO. The Elite Special Forces, that's what that is. The FO stands for Special Forces. I forget what these X-Wings are called, but they're definitely like an upgraded. A lot of people were complaining about that in the movie, and they were like, oh, we still get the same TIE fighters. I'm like, TIE fighters only have one cockpit. You know, the FOs have two, so they have a tail gunner.
Right.
And on these guys, the split engine's different, and actually the whole. This whole is much more streamlined. The other one was much more bulkier.
Yeah, a little more of
Right.
a rectangular all the way down.
And what I really like about the 3 3/4 is I grew up on Star Wars toys, and I love them. I love them to death, and I own a ton of them. I showed them off in our first episode.
Yeah, you did. You brought them all in. It was like somebody threw up Star Wars stuff.
Oh, GQ Tech, man. What camera am I in, dude? All right, I see it. GQ Tech came in, and he was like, I haven't seen this stuff since I was a kid.
I know.
And he was pretty excited, and that's
he's
part
old,
of the
dude.
fun. Yeah, well, he's only like 3
Glad
years
he's not
older
here.
than I am. Yeah. Yeah, now that he's not here, we can dog him.
I think I'm older than he is.
Well, in age maybe, but not. He's probably the most mature.
I got mileage.
Well, I mean, in maturity,
Oh,
like, we
well,
get
yeah,
pretty
he's
goofy.
probably the best one of us. Well, I don't know about that.
The most well-behaved.
Okay.
So anyway, it's a little difficult getting this guy out though. But in the box, and I like how they package it, man. So a lot of times when you buy toys from Hasbro, especially in the past, I mean things are just loose in the box, flopping around. Man, we should have like.
Nope. That's the fun part in getting it
Yep.
completely out because it
Bam.
really shows.
See, if I would have
Wow,
forced, if I'd
man.
have forced that,
Yeah,
I could have damaged it.
broke those.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, the engine, I guess turbines you can call them, were sticking through the box like this, and basically pinning it in place. Let's see if that's what it does.
Yeah.
You're exactly right, and that's how the X-wing.
Pull the little stick behind it. There you go.
Yep, that's rad. So James, can we get a shot of that? We just discovered how the X-wing expands its wings. So you basically push BB-8 down, it pops them out like that, and then there's a little lever right behind here. You pull that back, and it collapses the wings.
That's cool.
That is cool, and this thing looks rad, man.
We got to put the rest of the stuff on it first.
Yeah, I know. That's my problem. See, shiny.
Shiny.
Yep.
Squirrel.
I'm a victim of shiny.
Rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole. Yeah, I'm definitely a victim of rabbit holes, that's for sure. And it comes with the blasters.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I wonder if there's an order to it, like if it says left or right or anything. I doubt it.
I doubt it.
And what did this retail for, dude? About 30 bucks, something like that?
45.
$45. So the price is a little steep. But I mean,
Yeah, you're worth it though,
Yeah.
because your reaction on television is awesome.
Yeah, this thing is dope, man. I don't think I want to do anything for the rest of the day. And I can't wait to get home and show this to my daughter, who I spend quite a bit of time playing with Star Wars toys with. Oh, look, there is a difference. So when you're putting this together, there's these little knobs up here on the actual, I guess this is a cannon. There's little knobs in there. I really need to read the visual dictionary and find out what they actually call this. I have it, I own it, and I just haven't got to the X-Wing part. But yeah, anyway, I want to call them proton lasers or turbo lasers or something like that. But anyway, they're different. There's these little grooves on the inside that match up with these pegs on the actual wing, and you just kind of like pop them into place there and make sure they're on the right side though. I'm guessing this is the correct side on this. So if you look right here, James, can you get closer on that, bro? And as James is zooming in, I'll go ahead and show you. These little grooves right here just pop into this peg hole. And there we go. There's
So
one side done.
we picked this up. We got this for you at Toys R Us.
Toys R Us.
Newport
Toys
Richie.
R Us Newport Richie, and the guy was really cool about it. As a
I
matter of
probably
fact,
know the guy.
As a matter of fact, since James is more of our Wookiee and what do you call the little dudes again?
Ewok.
Ewoks. We're gonna give him the Ewok medal. Can you come
Nice.
to me, James? So James gets the Ewok medal.
Oh, I know. Those are the Epic Battles medals.
Yep. And then
Those things are cool.
We're gonna give Dylan the C-3PO Tatooine.
Excuse me?
We're gonna let Josh be the
Empire Strikes Back.
Excuse me?
Star Wars Epic Battles Hoth.
Oh,
Medal.
yeah, that's a rad.
And I think
love it. My
I'll be the
favorite Star
bad
Wars
guy,
book.
and I'll take the
Battle of Yavin, Darth
Yavin.
Vader.
Excuse me?
Dave Vader. Okay, well, anyway, like I said, so that's yours.
Awesome, man. Yay! I
And
won
this
the
is
Battle of
yours.
Hoth. I'm an AT-AT driver, bro.
And then we'll give James his in a second. This is mine right here. But yeah, the guy, we told him what we were doing, whole 9 yards, and he actually took our cards.
He probably knows me because
And,
I'm a regular there, dude.
Yeah, so he said, well, you know, I can't give you anything, but I can't, you know, be a sponsor or something like that. But you know, that has to be up to Hasbro.
This stuff
Here,
with
toss that back there, dude. Buy it to the packaging, just like a kid, right?
It's like a kid.
All right, so here's the X-Wing somewhat put together. Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome.
This is dope, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm awestruck with how you guys treat me around here. It's pretty rad, man. Like, I work my butt off, and I don't expect anything, but, you know, I get treated pretty good. Like, I get an X-Wing. How many of you guys get to go to work and get told that you're doing a toy review and you get to keep it? That's pretty dope, so I just want to say thanks.
Now, but here's
You
the
know.
thing. No matter what we get you, you've got to keep.
And I got to review it.
That's right.
That's fine with me, man.
Okay.
I totally expected My Little Pony or something. Like, I was like, I'm going to be
you
reviewing.
think that's as bad as it's gonna get.
And I was prepared. Like, I mentally prepared myself to review, like, Barbie or My Little Pony. And then I was like, I'm just going to own it and make it as funny as possible. But instead, I got a freaking awesome X-Wing.
Is that a nose cone?
This is a nose cone. James, can you get a shot, bud? This nose cone is soft rubber. So I'm guessing that's a safety thing, and I'm not sure why they did it separate, but I don't really have a problem with it, being that these things are always getting damaged and stuff like that, and on the old X-Wings, they tend to go missing. So that's my worry. This is the one negative I think I'll point out, is that this nose cone is detachable, and I'll probably end up gluing it on.
Does it not have landing gear?
It does.
It does
So
have
when you
landing
throw it at
gear,
someone,
yeah.
it doesn't
has-
hurt as bad.
I'm sorry, James?
It's so when you throw it at someone, it doesn't hurt as bad.
Well, who would throw an X-Wing at somebody?
Why wouldn't you?
Oh, well,
Or
not my X-Wing.
Or you could do it like we did my baby brother. That poor child, we literally put him in the middle of the room with a life jacket on, and me and my brother would take our TIE fighters and our Millennium Falcons and our X-Wing, whatever we had,
Right.
and we would tie it on a rope, and he'd have to duck it.
Oh, that's harsh.
Yeah, it is.
My cousin was really brutal with his G.I. Joes. Like, you'd bring your...
He's being as harsh with the toy. Like, come on, that toy's gonna get ruined if he keeps hitting him like that.
Yeah.
The kid's not the important part.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Actually. Like, I totally have no problem with that statement.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but I mean, my cousin was just as bad, dude. Like, I would go over there, and he'd like to bury his G.I. Joes, and me, I was always like, no,
Don't get 'em
do
dirty.
that. Yeah, and then he got into blowing them up. So I would bring my Joes over and you know, expecting like we're gonna set it up and, you know, build forts for him and stuff
Right.
like that. And he's over here like he set his guys up before I get there. And
Did
when
you
I got
have the little Joes or the
the
big
3
Joes?
3/4 Joes.
I had the
yeah.
big Joes.
Well, I'm a huge fan of, you know, actually that's
Fuzzy hair.
yeah, that's
whole
early
nine
Hasbro
yard.
products
Yeah,
too,
man.
So
Big
I
Jeeps.
have a lot to say about this X-Wing in detail.
Yep.
By the way, and much like Hasbro likes to get pretty much flamed for, which is a lack of detail. The 6-inch line that's out right now, a lot of people are unhappy with a lot of the way the figures are looking, but I have zero issues with this toy at all. I mean, there's tons of detail. If you look on the actual black one, you can see all the paint apps are right up here. They all look really good. There's lots of neat sculpting, small little circuitry, especially in the rear engine area. That's a separate piece too. It's a little loose in there, so that's kind of cool. BB-8 does lack a little bit of paint on the sides, but he's so deep in there you can barely see. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but that's pretty nice.
Well, from where I'm sitting and I'm looking at the big screen,
It looks pretty dope.
it looks pretty dope.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. And then it's got the turbo lasers here, but on the underneath it has a missile. And this is something that I thought we would never really see up until the last few years. A lot of toys were being released without missiles because they were a hazard. And I'm glad to say that, like, when I got my TIE Fighter, it comes with 2 missiles.
Yep.
And I mean, it launches too. So, I mean, and underneath, that's where the missile goes in. And I believe the firing button is right here. It's pretty obvious too. It's like, you don't even got to look at the instructions.
Yeah.
You know, so you can pretty much spend, in the time I've done this interview, which is what, an 8-minute segment or something? 15 minutes, 15 minutes. I've been able to put this thing pretty much together and also, you know, go over it and, you know, in detail. Also, the landing gear is a little lacking on the turbo, or on the engines, I'm sorry. The twin engines, split engines. They're just pretty much 2 like tabby nubs.
I thought they were feet,
Yeah, they're like
actual extension feet.
no, they don't move out or anything. But up here, if you can get your finger in there, if there's a release, I don't know about it yet.
Well, keep in mind it's designed for children.
Yeah,
So
you
they
do
will
get
fingers
this as landing gear. Hang on, James, I'm not done. Go ahead and get a shot of the landing gear. Right here, there you go. There's the landing gear. It's a little bit in there, snug in there, so it takes a little bit of finagling. Once you get it out, though, it's fine, and it'll pretty much sit like that. Poe, he comes with a gun. It's just a basic blaster. It's in there in a package. I'm just gonna leave it there because it's unimportant. I mean, you can't really shoot dudes from, you know, the cockpit of a awesome X-Wing. And also, part of the detailing on the helmet,
I don't know, these are pretty
the
good pilot.
visor, yeah, the visor is actually translucent plastic, yellow translucent plastic, and there's some pretty decent decent paint apps on that too. So the helmet slides right on. Now this is the part that I read about when I was reading about this thing. Other you know, online reviewers, they all said, and there's the problem if you can get the shot, James. Right here, Poe's arms don't exactly fit into it. So here, there we go. They don't exactly fit into it. So what I saw people do is they squeeze his arms and kind of like just force him in there and push him down in there, and it still has a problem closing. So I knew this going in, and I knew I was going to have to pretty much wrestle around with him to get him in there. But I've seen other people do it.
Josh likes wrestling around
Say what,
with
dude?
Poe Dameron. All right, let's get right
Poe
down.
Dameron. And once a little bit of finagling, and he fits right in, dude.
Cool looking.
That is awesome.
And then
So-
the BB-8.
BB-8, bomb, we're in battle mode. We're ready to blast some TIE fighters, which was one of my favorite scenes of the movie, is where they're at Maz Kanata's castle and he's just flying through. And I was thinking in my head what Finn said. I was like, man, that guy's rad. But anyway, I highly recommend this toy. Like John said, it's about $45. They got this one at Toys R Us. Is this a Toys R Us exclusive? Or is
Not that I know of.
I think the Walmart exclusive is the white and blue TIE fighter that comes with Poe in his jacket as seen in the beginning of the movie.
Right.
So this is when he reemerges and we find out Poe did not die. Spoiler alert, sucks to be you. Anyways, I highly recommend this. This is an awesome toy, and I'm probably going to have a ton of fun playing with it tonight. I know Dylan's probably going to play with it the rest of the show. But up next,
But next right now, we're gonna send Dylan over. He's gonna give us a League of Legends update.
Thanks for grabbing that. I had to look at my
no problem.
list. I'm too stoked about the toy. The missile also fires very well. I knew it didn't go far, and I forgot to do that. But it's a good thing we're live.
It wasn't how I missed, so, you know.
Did you hit the Predator?
I think I did.
I think the Predator would not win in a fight with an X-Wing. I'm just saying.
Anyway,
Obviously.
so Dylan, let's give us a League of
All right,
Legends
real
update.
quick. Season 6 just started. That's 2006 season. So right now we're working with a lot of different updates. For example, we're waiting for Jin. We're waiting for the Shen update, which is going to be relatively strong. It's going to give Shen a lot of I'm not gonna
And
die.
if you don't know who Shin is, we've got an image of Shin.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting
Yeah,
for
show
James to
that
pull
off,
an image
'cause
up
I'm
so I can
interested
point it
too.
out. That's not Shen.
That's the next one.
the
That's
update.
okay.
Live TV,
Don't
folks.
worry. There we go.
There's
Okay.
Shen.
Shen is our ninja,
wow.
our stand by me. I'm sorry. Stand united. A lot of updates coming out for him. He's getting a whole rework, modeled everything. It's gonna look really, really nice. I really like how it works. His new kit's gonna be relatively fun because it's keeping a lot of his older mechanics with the taunt and the shields, but he's making it more team oriented, which is gonna be a lot of fun. Other than that, right now, we've got a few changes here in the scene. You know, for example, Ezreal AD carry, which hasn't been seen since season 2. But now it's back in the meta, which is fun because Ezreal's one of my favorite champions. It's
Nice.
a good time.
Is there anything else going on in League right now?
As of right now, the only thing you really watch for is you keep knocking him over.
He's lazy, man.
Yeah, weak. It's NECA, but NECA does usually really great stuff, but my Predator's legs are weak. Sorry to interrupt, bro.
Oh, that's a problem. Other than that, there's not really too much going on. I'd say watch for the LCS. We have some of our home favorites, TSM, doing pretty good this season. Immortals doing pretty good as well. I'm impressed with them. It's too early in the season to make any accurate predictions. See how things are going to go, but I'm really excited to see how the season goes
Right.
on.
Show us
That's
your.
Oh, and then
This is the Force Effects. Retails for $130.
no, it's 200
$200
for Kylo Ren's. Yep.
for Kylo Ren's. I saw it in TRU, I thought, for about $130. It might have been more, like 80. But this thing's awesome. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Try to get it up to your mic. Maybe they can hear it.
Oh, you can hear it.
You can hear it? That's pretty rad. That's, for one, his lightsaber was created by Kylo Ren using a broken kyber crystal. Yep, cracked crystal, and that's why it's all like fiery and crazy looking.
Which, man, I'd love to hear that it's rumored that's Vader's crystal after the last fight.
I really want to hear that too.
I would
I'm
love
right
them
there
to
with
say
you,
that
dude.
he went and found his lightsaber and pulled the crystal out of it and put it in his as like a super fanatic, and then realized,
Or as an homage to his
that
grandfather.
broke because the Emperor lightning struck it for 5 minutes as we were
That'd be
fighting.
dope.
So
Yeah, and it lights up just like the other one. It has the cross guard.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, which a lot of people get that wrong. He intentionally did that. It's not an exhaust port.
They
I
tried.
have the visual dictionary, and it explains his lightsaber.
They
and
tried
he
to.
did
They
that
tried
on
to write it
purpose.
off. I don't know. It just doesn't. It wouldn't work though.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean it's
Say
meant
if
to.
a lightsaber collided, it's just gonna go zoop, and
it's
oh,
actually-
there goes my cross guard.
Disney canon says it's actually meant to protect his hand, but I think it's awesome. I think
like
it
how he
adds
used
to
it
a
in the
really
movie.
great villain.
I like when when you get because in every movie there's always the clash and they hold it.
Yeah.
I like how he forces it up against them and then drives the port into them. So, yeah, well, that's
pretty
gonna
dope,
hurt.
man. And you know, the other Jedi too, they were supposed to be like highly skilled. They were raised from birth to be a Jedi.
Yeah.
So I don't think, and it's not like it's the first time we've seen a new lightsaber come into play.
No, we had Dooku's, which was curved. You had
the curved hilt, but
Yeah, you had the curved
saber
hilt.
itself was fine.
But you had the
Darth Maul's
duel, yeah. So it's not the
And
first
it's
time
funny
we've
too,
seen
because right after they
alterations.
did Darth Maul's, all of a sudden, and every other Star Wars canon, a different new character would have it. So
Yeah, no,
Shan,
I'm saying now everybody has one
Yeah.
that's, it's dual or it
Knights
splits
of the
in
Old
half.
Republic, you could get one. Yeah, so that thing sounds great, but also I noticed when you handed it to me earlier, it's heavy.
It's definitely got weight to it.
That
which
is a
was-
Maglite.
I was saying, which is a lot different than the other one we had on here.
Right.
It was a lot more lightweight. We had your
Yep.
other half of the Darth Maul. We
Mine
had
was
Taylor's.
like the $30 one. Though.
Well, we had Taylor's too, and Taylor's wasn't nearly this heavy.
No,
heavy
Taylor's
either.
was an actual made out of metal Force Effects lightsaber.
But it wasn't nearly as heavy.
No,
It was
not
a
at all.
lot lighter. This is a
Yeah.
lot. The hilt's a lot, just bigger round.
Right.
Than the other one.
And looking at the detail on it, it's incredible.
Oh yeah, I mean like it's got the
It's
wire.
screen
The thing is,
accurate.
I thought all this, the wiring here, I thought
Would
that
be
would all be
sculpted
plastic.
on,
yeah,
yeah.
no, that's movable wire. Like I can
See if
push that
James can get
around
it.
myself.
Can you get in close on that, bud? Yeah, it's actually movable, which kind of worried me when I first handed. I was real careful when I
Yeah, I keep thinking I'm
handled
gonna break it. I rub my finger across it too hard.
Yeah, but I mean
Overall,
that
I
thing's
really like how it looks.
yeah. For the money, it's I'm probably that's a pretty steep price, man. 200,
It was definitely
right
a lot
around
of,
200
definitely.
bucks.
I have the rewards card, Toys R Us.
Oh,
I have
nice.
it saved up, so I used a nice little chunk of my points to get a discount on it.
Yeah,
But
I use
other
that
than that-
every time I go and I get nowhere. So I think I'm gonna quit using it.
I've
for a
started
while.
getting stuff for the show, so I might as well have start
Yeah.
stacking points up so I can save myself some money
Yeah.
down the road.
Is this gonna be like a weekly thing?
Hopefully.
Oh man, I'm gonna save a lot of money doing this show.
Well, we'll see.
Because I'm gonna have no room. I can't buy my own stuff. I'm gonna have My Little Pony and Cabbage Patch dolls. I seriously thought, because I've been kicking some. You guys don't understand. I've been a little worried about this toy review thing because I kick out some jokes and I don't really hold back. So I thought for sure you guys were like, oh, here's what, like baby feed me or something. Like, I'm gonna have to sit here and like talk to a baby and feed.
You may
I'm
get
still
one
playing with
next
Predator,
week.
by the way.
Yeah.
That's next segment.
That's next week.
Next week? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely don't send James because I'm dead meat then. So
Well, I won't be going to Toys R Us.
that's horrible, man. That is horrible.
All right, so let's move on.
Yeah.
So our next segment that we're going to do is we're going to talk about
Gamer snacks.
the gamer snacks and
the
some
IC
gamers
table,
clothes.
right?
Oh, let me tell you something. Let's go ahead and start on the snacks.
Yeah.
Okay, the proper food. Now
Wait. Let's go over what we actually eat, or
Yeah, I
I
was gonna say.
actually
Well, that's
eat.
what I'm going to do. Oh, my microphone came off.
And we're gonna do this in the next
supposed
segment,
to.
though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
so then we are in the next segment.
Oh, so James didn't roll
We
a
just-
commercial.
no, we just rolled
oh,
right into
that's
it,
fine.
sorry.
Let's do it.
So put up the gamer snack image. Now this is what. No, that's the drink.
I really like the screaming kid.
That's
The
right.
Okay.
screaming kid.
Boy, we gotta work on his editing skills back there, or switching skills.
Yeah, he does fine, man. He
I'm
does
just
all right.
kidding. So what we normally eat is Hot Pockets, pizza.
I see no hot pockets
Hold
up
on,
there.
nachos. I did a research
Dorados.
of what we all eat.
Yeah.
It is the most horrible thing that you could eat is what we're eating.
Worth.
But
Horrible.
well, yeah,
From a
the
certain point of
problem
view.
is you're up and down, up and down,
Yeah.
up and down, up and down,
Yeah.
up and down, and by the time you get through with say you do an 8 or 12-hour marathon, you're wore out because you're not eating properly.
So what you're saying is I need to have a mini fridge even closer to me.
Yeah.
So you don't
I
have to waste
get
the
up,
extra energy.
That's what I'm
get up
saying.
and reach right in and
So,
go, oh my
so
God.
bring up the
He
bring
is
up the food
smart.
back up there, James.
why
the
he
food,
is who
not
he
the
is.
drink. So what they're telling us to do is this is where we should go. We should go to popcorn,
Popcorn. How
beef
is that?
jerky, because popcorn it sometimes
carbohydrate.
we're just trying to eat
Yeah.
something. We're
Right.
not something we're hungry. It's just the body's going on moving a little bit
Oh,
with
yeah,
my
gotcha.
arms and stuff. But beef jerky, protein.
I can hang with beef
nuts,
jerky. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Nuts and
expensive, though.
fruit, dried fruit,
Yep.
boiled eggs, frozen grapes,
Man,
Oh,
I'm
it's
all
frozen
over the
grapes.
boiled eggs.
sushi.
I don't know about sushi.
I don't
man.
either, but
think
that's
I'm
what they're
gonna-
suggesting. And then tofu.
study was done in
and then,
Japan.
No, actually, it was done in America.
Oh,
Like, if
really?
I wanna
And
eat
it
something,
was,
like, eat
and then they
sushi,
did the pita chips, but they said, get the ones that are toasted or fried.
Oh, nice.
like when I sit down and eat sushi, I don't want to be like in the middle of a raid and wow, and be like, all right, guys, raid boss up ahead. Hold on, let me just.
and you get a
wait.
tentacle
But
stuck in your
everything,
tooth.
but everything in there, see, Doc would love this show.
Yeah.
Everything in there is actually good for you. Even the beef jerky can be good for you.
Oh yeah, beef jerky is great
mean,
anyway.
it's protein.
High
It's
source
when
of
you eat a
protein.
pound and a half,
Exactly.
it's
It's,
not
and
very
it's
good
natural sugars. It's not.
I noticed there wasn't much veggies in there though.
Well,
There's some fruit,
There's
but-
more. They said the other part was, you want to do celery, carrots,
yeah, I can understand
apples,
celery
oranges.
because it's a finger food.
Yeah, exactly. Something that's easy, so that way we can grab, put in there, and go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, but that's really good. Now, here's now you can bring up the soda. So this is what we drink now. And this is exactly what we look like by the end of the day. That little kid down there going, Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper are look, he's drinking a Diet Mountain Dew in front of me. The most horrible thing in the whole wide world, but that's what we drink.
Guzzling down coffee.
What they
Right.
say you should be drinking is green tea
oh, green tea is great.
Water?
Yeah, that's awesome.
and even some Gatorade. Or if you're really rambunctious,
What about Hawaiian Punch?
and you really actually throw some Ensure in there.
What's Ensure?
Ensure is their protein milks. They taste like they have chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla, and they give it to old folks when they can't eat right.
Oh, right.
And they
Help
give us a
build
little-
bone density.
Get
or
a little bit babies, yes, because what we need is we need the protein, we need the real sugars
Right.
that help, and it'll help you maintain. And believe it or not, from what I was reading, they will actually help you think better.
Oh yeah, for sure. The better the food you are, the more
Right.
cognitive.
So
your cognitive
the better you're eating,
reflexes will be
exactly. The better
Yeah.
you're eating, the less the better your thought process will
And
be.
you probably shouldn't be doing 12-hour marathons. I don't do them.
Someone
do
here
'em.
does.
I mean,
Someone
hold
here
on.
does.
I don't mean to like crap all over them, but I mean, once a
was probably
month
just
or
up
something.
12.
When there's a big tournament or something, I can understand that. But
Right.
and daily gaming, man, I only play like maybe an
I would
hour.
say, okay, so daily, I'd probably go 2 to 3 hours at home. It's a lot,
That's-
it's a lot just sitting there watching YouTube
don't
videos
have
with my
that kind of
buddies
time,
and
but-
talking.
yeah.
Well, I make the time by,
Yeah.
sacrificing sleep.
If don't get me wrong,
But-
if I could, I would. You know, I would
but
play
it's,
that much.
it's a matter of when it comes down to doing raids or something like that. That can take hours upon
Yeah.
hours upon hours because someone messes up, you got to redo things, and it's no good for
Well,
anybody.
I was there.
There's legit reasons why you would get caught up in
Yeah,
that.
in doing this research, because I really got interested. At first, I just did it because I said it was what I'm going to do, my topic. But I really got into it. Now, there's a company, and I actually contacted them today, and I'm going to send them a thing, and it's called Quest. And when I get with them, and they're going to send us, and they're going to talk to us, and they'll give us the right information.
Oh, so this is a company thing to
the
get
company
healthy.
thing, yeah. And there was I found a couple.
Garco's gonna love hearing that.
I found a couple of other sites that are gamer where they actually make pouches, and they're a vegetable protein, but they taste like nacho
And you
cheese.
mix it with water or something?
No, it's like a little. It looks like a Cheeto.
Oh, I got you.
It's crunchy. It's got
Oh,
that
I'm
crunch that
sitting
we
here like, you're like,
want.
Oh, you know what I've
But
been
it's-
getting on? Because of my daughter has celiac disease. We've been getting into veggie sticks, so I imagine that's pretty
kind
much
of like
close.
it, but it has the taste that we want. It
Yeah,
has that.
veggie
it
sticks
has-
are kind of.
Yeah, they're kind of. Yeah, I know.
I like them. I mean,
But
they're all right.
but it's pretty good. Now, yeah, Quest Protein. They've got drinks
wow.
and everything that tastes like that. Now I was supposed to talk to them first before we showed that, but that's okay. So let's move
We
on
apologize.
to. Now we're going to move on to how much we got time we got left in this segment, James.
I'm digging the snacks thing, dude, because there's
much as you
also
want, we went
other.
over.
Oh, okay.
There's also other stuff that you got to be aware of when you're a hardcore gamer and you're spending 12 hours a day. You shouldn't be, and that's what I was about to go
Yeah.
into. Like Dylan might do it on a raid. You don't do it every day, do you?
No.
Right. So I mean, but you
you
do have
gotta
to spend some
take
time.
3 o'clock
walk.
in the morning. No, don't go there. Don't go there.
I think it's
well,
really, really quiet as I storm off.
My,
like a
my stepson does
tonight.
the same stuff, man. And I'm like, dude, go to bed. I got to be up in an hour, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is that like you definitely don't want to be sitting around that much because you're going to lose muscle mass and bone density. And that's super important.
Well, again, and if you eat right,
You're going to be
you're gonna
helping that
gain.
out. Yeah.
You're actually going to be better for it.
Yep.
And it sounds stupid, but you're going to do better than the other guys around you that are they're slamming all
Just
the
off the
snacky crap.
cognitive reflexes. You'll be able to
exactly.
think quicker and things
Exactly.
like that.
So I said I would do gamers clothes as well.
So before we
went-
do the segment,
Oh.
how to not get bronze 5. Just eat whatever they were just talking about.
There you go.
Bronze
So-
5, by the way, is the lowest rank in League
Yeah,
of
I know,
Legends.
dude.
So I was looking around, and I figured, what do gamers wear when they're gaming?
This.
My punk rock gear.
Yeah, I mean, they're relaxed, they're close. So
Oh, I
I
see
found
what you're
this. I
saying,
found
yeah.
this website called Jinx.
Nice.
Very cool, very cool stuff.
I love
mean,
Jinx.
they've got Heroes
I
of
see
the
some
Storms,
Empire stuff up
Crit
there.
Happens, the Fallout boys on there.
Here's the
They
storm
got,
stuff.
they have everything. Absolutely everything.
What site is this? Jinx?
Jinx.com.
Jinx.com.
Well, we used to order
Now,
a lot of stuff.
in
from
the
them.
lower, and actually, you'll see it on here. You'll see our banner rolling. All these stuff we're talking about.
Oh, that's
They're all
something
there.
I wasn't aware of. When did you guys change that?
That's
Well,
a
I
James
did.
lives
Nice.
up long enough, though.
So that's rad. I mean, here on the show, we're definitely constantly improving to,
Yep.
cater
Like
to
Gamerabilia,
or get the information
This
out.
is a company out of the UK, but they will
Right.
ship. They ship
They
worldwide.
ship to US, yeah.
Dude, it's cool stuff.
Really?
Very
Like,
cool.
What kind
stuff.
of cool stuff?
Well, it's got they've got the they had James all over this Zelda. They have the shirts, the jackets. Actually, I think I have a couple jackets in there. I may not have put them in this when I made my collage, but they have tons and tons of stuff. It's really killer.
Really?
If there's a game you like,
They've got something for
they've
it.
got something for it.
Wow,
Pants,
that's awesome.
shorts, shirts.
What about replicas
jackets,
and
hoodies?
replica jackets? Like, say,
Yeah.
say,
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. They've got
Those
it.
are awesome.
Yep.
Because recently we've been seeing a lot of companies put stuff like that out too. You know, a hoodie that actually looks like Deadpool's costume.
Right. Well, I have my Superman. That
Yeah,
says,
I've,
yep.
yeah, I've got the
You got your
Batman one that
Batman.
we're wearing in the
Right.
intro. We're actually both wearing it.
It's very, so these sites are very cool.
That's a nice
There was
alternative to Hot Topic too, where there's
Yeah,
only certain things,
exactly,
you know, and
Where
exactly.
it's just what's in at the moment.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
man.
what
Look at
Hot
Star
Topic
Wars is
deems as
really
popular.
I think
so-
I put the Fallout shirt in here.
Yeah, it was at the bottom. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, but
Bottom right.
Oh, yeah,
what's
it's,
next to it there, James?
Vault
I
Boy.
think there's a couple of images.
Say that again.
The Vault Boy.
Vault Boy.
Vault Boy.
I forgot.
See, you get this pack,
Oh, it's the jacket and the backpack.
Yes.
Oh, that is dope.
They
and,
released
and
those
you
to the
don't. They don't
Fallout
tell you
crate.
what's in the backpack, but it's a surprise.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
it's almost like a Loot Crate thing
Yeah.
where you
I'd
don't
buy
really
it.
know what
Almost.
you're
That
getting.
sounds awesome.
Actually,
Yeah.
Loot Crate does. They release what they're sending out.
Yeah,
right?
they no, no.
No.
Not until
Okay,
afterward.
cool.
Not until after the fact.
That's what's
it's,
fun.
It's a secret till you get up to
You
it.
know, I found a snack packers.
Oh,
so
really?
so you do the same thing as Loot Crate.
Yeah.
But it's
It's different
snacks
snacks.
and stuff for gamers.
Oh yeah, there's
Is it the healthy snacks?
no. I was saying, there's the, you
Dylan's
know,
like, I got a subscription.
No.
the whole crate idea is it's awesome. They've expanded
Now
so
this
far.
right here is Jinx.
Oh, cool.
So that kind of gives
Pretty
you an
simple
idea.
site, too.
Yeah. Well, I had to shrink it down so it could fit everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have stuff for adults, kids, women.
So if you need gaming gear, that's definitely a
gaming
place that
gear's
you would
there.
want to check
It's
out.
very cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to. Oh, here we go. This is
nice.
this right here is.
Look at that Mario hoodie. I'd rock that.
Look at the
Look
axe.
at the bobblehead.
The Assassin's Creed. Oh,
And
the,
I
oh,
believe
yeah.
right here, this is
Mega Man.
Gamerabilia.
Oh,
Gamerabilia.
the Metal Gear
Oh
Solid,
my God,
they've
is that
got
the He-Man
Big
axe?
Boss.
That's the He-Man axe. The Blanca head or hat.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know they made that stuff.
The
Dog
Big
tag.
Boss
That's
jacket,
awesome.
84.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
it's a very
Cool.
cool site. So and
would
you know
say.
again as James when James goes to the double ups, he'll run the websites down there, so we can actually hopefully he'll be able to put down there without doing the thing, without doing the 2-up box.
Yeah.
So it's the old scroller down there.
Oh yeah, we should probably add that in there.
But it's easy. It's just
yeah.
we already got it. We just have to stack them.
Yeah. So again, constantly improving on
Constantly
the show.
improving.
Yeah.
So we did those today. So what we're going to do now is we're going to show you a video because we're going to go to our next break, and we're going to show you. In my opinion, he'll run 2 videos back to back.
Right.
Probably the coolest way to incorporate your computer into your workstation.
Yep.
Oh,
Definitely.
I believe we were talking about the IC table, right?
Yes, the IC table.
All right, so guys, stick with us. We'll be right back. You're watching Nerd Talk, and we appreciate you watching. So hang out.
Yeah, see, it's going to go.
That's the box.
Oh, I guess we weren't going to
Oh,
break.
we are. It's right here. Yeah,
Yeah, but we're still on.
and we're still live.
Yeah.
That is possible.
I one to design monitor stuff.
I don't know if we're still muted or not. Well, one of the really good things I really want to we'll YouTube's very small. Their Facebook's.
How long have they been out?
That is
That's
rad.
the thing
Check
is, I
that
don't
out,
know.
dude.
I
That
mean-
definitely looks like the Bat computer. I'm glad I said that.
The
accurate.
computers themselves are not available yet.
It's just the table.
They're pre-order. Yeah, they're pre-ordering.
So that's why.
It's a lot. It's because the thing is they're going to build the computer into the desk itself.
Yeah, it's not
So
something.
your
that-
drawers aren't drawers; they're parts of your computer you're slotting out.
the table is
the
case.
computer. Yeah, it is the case.
Yeah, that's the way it
I
was explained to me.
got, so we, not only do we have them, but I found another company. I think, James, there's a video in there, and it's from a company called Cool Guys. And they do almost the same thing, except theirs don't look this rad. And actually,
Yeah, that I would love to be able to edit with that. I don't even see video games. I see making video with that.
well, I'm gonna say that
all.
right there to me can be an editor station.
Yeah, that's the perfect editor station. We could probably build one of those ourselves,
Yeah.
but it probably wouldn't look as half as rad.
He's gonna
as
run
that.
another video here, and there's this guy, Leonine, and he's gonna show you their version of this. I like IC tables better.
You're right.
I like the fact that they have more of a case production look.
Yeah, it looks
You know?
very clean, very sophisticated even.
Yeah.
It looks like Lucius Fox built it for that crap actor that tried to say he was Batman. What's his name?
I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Those were the two videos.
There should be another one down in there, I think,
Yeah.
somewhere. It's
Where's
called
Rachel?
Lianian, Lianin. But anyway, I mean, to me, that's an editing
Yeah,
station.
that's the first thing I thought when I saw it.
Could you imagine us putting those on casters and rolls and rolling those into a show?
That would be, man, we would look like $1 million.
That would be like.
And then people
"Well,
would
here's
talk to
Switch
us and be
video."
like, never mind. Look, these guys are idiots.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, actually, we get
So
kudos.
here's another one
quite
here,
often.
another company that's doing this.
I said kudos.
Sorry,
Here's my
I'm
man
sorry.
card, Dylan. You
That's
can.
all right.
Hi,
my
I'm
main
Kip from
card.
Lian Lee.
Now this guy right here, they've got a version of this,
Like the previous
the DK03, and to me it's kind of plain, but I just want to show people this is something that does exist out there.
Yeah, it's an alternative.
Yeah.
If you can't afford the big dog,
Exactly.
Power
there's some USB ports built in. It looks like USB 3.
Well,
I
there's
believe.
2 computers in this.
Oh, it's 2?
It's 2 sides.
Nice.
You know, there's this one computer on this side and a smaller computer on the other side, which for us would be great
There's the-
because then we
disk
have
drive
a
too.
yeah.
an optical bay. We also have a
That was rad.
convenient locking mechanism.
And then, you know, and that whole thing pulls out, the glass comes up the top so you can actually see, you know, the computers,
So
have
you can
controls,
work with it, change things out.
LEDs, the whole 9
Oh, wow.
yards.
included.
Fans and
4
everything.
fans on one side.
Well, I'd imagine you'd have to. You're not.
Well, 4 fans for the processing, and then there's 8 fans total on the sides. There's 4 for the inlet
Wow.
and 4 for the outlet.
You
But
could
this
really
is
beef
one-
your
Oh, dude, this
system
right
up
here
with
could
all
be
the
a
room in there.
monster
Yeah.
computer.
Like what are we looking at there?
That's
It just
not
looks like
very-
regular hard drives, but it could be 2 terabytes or
Well, that's that's probably
We've included
2 terabytes each or
well,
something.
those could be in 3s.
Yeah.
mounting
Even the
can't
5s
see.
now are small.
I can't.
Yeah.
full-size power
I love,
Alright, sorry. To
man,
be a little
of
unprofessional
all
here.
the years that the Earth has existed, I'm really grateful that I exist on,
I
you know,
know
during this
that's
time.
the NVIDIA GTX graphics card.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
looks
You know,
gorgeous.
I think what these guys do is they build the table
Right.
and you send them your
The
computer.
specs.
480.
Yeah.
Or-
You
oh.
tell them what you want.
Oh, so they don't actually. It's
can pay-
not.
you
It's
pay-
not
you
like the
pay
other one where they
according
build
to-
the computer into
Right.
it.
Right.
You have to.
They build. You tell them what you want on each side on each one of these computers,
Right.
and they'll build them accordingly.
Would they be able to send? I mean, do you know? I mean, if you don't know, that's cool. But would they be able to send you the table and then you could do? 'Cause we got a guy,
Probably.
Ed.
Yeah, Ed.
that'll
Ed,
build
who's our
anything.
engineer guy? Yeah, he
That's
would build
Iron
it
Man, by the
himself.
way.
Right.
Shout out to Ed.
Shout out. Yeah, yeah. He sold his house,
Oh, nice.
so that's
Good-
why he's
good
not
for
been
that guy.
around. He's trying to get that taken care of. So
If John can't figure it out, Ed does.
Ed does. Ed's
Yeah,
the
and
man.
there's not much he doesn't figure out. So that is a test. I can't even say the word.
Yeah,
a testament to
and
Ed's
Cooler
skill.
Guys. The coolerguys.com is a site where they really they rat out your system.
Right.
So you know that's really kind of cool.
Or at least they give you cool ideas if you know
Oh,
you don't
man.
like the money.
But Dylan found the IC table guy.
I found them it was really weird. It was randomly on Facebook.
Really?
I was just scrolling down. I'm like, wow, that table looks awesome. I started clicking on it, looking through some stuff. I'm like, wow, the computer's built into the table. That's awesome. Looks great. I'd love to see how one ran.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I got 2 pictures in there. Hey, take these full screen, James, of the 2 pictures I've got in there. These are people that have kind of done it themselves.
Oh wow, check that out. That
I believe that is
a
the
two-station.
Leonian people that did that casing.
That thing is insane. It doesn't even look
Isn't
like
it?
it's from planet Earth.
Look at the sub underneath there. I
That
think
looks
that
like-
would that kind of hurt you.
It looks like Brainiac's headquarters.
Yeah, it looks like that's definitely an audio. Someone's doing audio work there.
Yeah.
And show the next one.
We could tell that by the three monitors.
That's killer.
That is awesome right there. You know what? When I came in and I saw that up there, I went around our studio because it kind of resembles our studio.
Right.
And I was like, where is that at? I got to see
I want
that.
to see that. I want to turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool, man.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I
What,
mean,
what
to-
exactly are we looking at, though? It looks like it's 3 levels of actual hardware.
No, I think it's
Or is that
just
just the
one
look?
one area of hardware, but it's
Yeah.
all laid out onto one big area.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
can see
monster.
that.
I mean, we
I
could
think
do
it's
that if
beautiful.
we had systems that we know we're going to move. You can
Yeah.
have a custom table like that, and then lay the bottom out.
Yeah.
Then Ed can come in and just lay out the components the way they're supposed to be.
That's
Post
some
some
cool
cool little
stuff.
I don't know,
Lights in
man.
there.
IC table. Let's get some work done. Let's get some deals done. This sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I know.
Or Pepto-Bismol. Yeah, we need a sponsor. But anyways, I think that we could probably build one of those ourselves, but I think I'd rather spend the money and get one that's already awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
looks
Tables.
great. I mean,
Did
it's
you
a
happen to
computer, so I'm
catch how
assuming
much something like that is going to cost?
on ice table? It's 1,500, anywhere from 1,500 to 1,800.
That's just
That's
a table.
awesome.
No,
That's
no, no.
just a table.
I didn't know. I
He doesn't
don't
know because they're
It's
on
gotta be
it's a
pre-order.
lot. It's a lot of
just
pre-orders.
just our streaming unit in there is almost $6,000.
Yeah, that's true. Like that
And
thing's beefy.
That's yeah. So the table and all probably looking about $7,500, $8,000. Of course, not everybody needs a system like ours. So
right, yeah.
We don't know that.
I've
But
seen
still,
gaming
for just a
systems
table,
go for
1,500 is not bad. I expected it to be a lot more.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I expected that to be way up there to where, okay, maybe if we actually make a pretty awesome Doritos commercial, we'll get one. You know what I mean? Because I don't count on the lottery. Boo. It's all fixed. Yeah. It's fixed like a Roy Jones Jr. fight.
Roy Jones
Or
Jr.
Mountain Dew. Or
Yeah. Yeah, well, go ahead. NECA or Mountain Dew. Free publicity. Anyways. So,
Hasbro, GameStop.
so the
Toys
thing
R
about
Us,
Facebook
Walmart.
where you discovered... Toys R Us? The thing about Facebook where you discover a lot of cool stuff, isn't that weird how you're scrolling through and all of a sudden something like that pops
Something
up?
that's related to
You'd
me,
otherwise
I'm like,
never know
oh,
about it.
Awesome. Yeah.
I posted on the Max Play Facebook page, by the way, a bike stand.
That
that's
was very
actually-
cool.
Yeah, that actually rolls around and stuff. So, I mean, I find all kinds of really cool stuff on Facebook.
Well, now, did you know? Okay, so because I know we're probably getting close to the end of the
Yeah,
show.
we're getting up to a break.
And did you know that some guys out in Austin, Texas, stole $75,000 worth of?
Magic cards.
Magic
and the thing,
cards.
now the problem with that is they didn't steal very many. That's a lot of cards worth a lot of money.
Very few cards worth a lot of money.
Well,
No,
yeah.
there's more.
According
Looks
according
like
to
there's
the
an
ad
article up.
from Nerdist, they were talking about that it had to be an inside job because they were in and out quick.
Yeah, but where were they stolen from? Is it a store or?
Yeah, there's
The
actually
shop.
the store. There's a shop. There's a shop's names in there. I bet James could find it real quick.
If James,
Yeah, James, if
pulled
you
the
could-
article out, or pulled the
Yeah,
article
just
down.
grab that name for us so we can put it out there.
I had it on here, but my phone decided
Insomniac Games.
Insomniac Games out in Texas, right?
Austin
Austin, Texas. Man, that's crazy. They think it was an inside job.
inside job.
You know what's really funny is I watched Stealing Harvard last night.
Really?
Yeah, talk about inside jobs.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. So let's talk about the ninth planet, or the new 10th planet.
No, is it the new ninth?
It's
planet?
the ninth. Pluto's
the
not
10th.
listed as a planet anymore. It's
Yeah.
a dwarf planet.
Pluto
No,
May as
all right. Look, I was gonna play devil's advocate and rub his rhubarb.
I don't want you rubbing my rhubarb.
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
Never.
Anyway, I was gonna like play devil's advocate like James usually does with everybody, and kind of like. But I grew up Pluto being the ninth planet,
I did too.
and how are you
just-
gonna call it a dwarf planet, but not the ninth
Because
planet? That doesn't
it
make
may
any
as well
sense.
be an oversized asteroid that got caught in the belt.
Aren't we all? Isn't that
No,
how
I'm not an
everything
asteroid,
started?
James. No, James,
I
I'm not
thi-
a hunk of rock
Yes.
flying through space with a gravitational pull. Thank you.
But I
Not
think
you,
I think that if you're
Earth.
in space,
And yes, I'll start my fitness plan next week.
I think what James is talking about is like the difference between Saturn and I was gonna say the United States, like we're the whole planet. Anyway,
We are
Earth,
planet United States.
the
Yes.
size difference is like drastic, though. You know what I mean? So
Well, what I'm saying-
I mean, what if we discover 4 more planets and they're all 8 times
Yes,
the size
but
of
it's
the
got a
Earth?
core and
Are we
an
gonna become not
But
a
doesn't
planet?
Pluto have a core?
Not
and
much of one, and does not have an atmosphere. Does not.
So it doesn't. It's not gaseous. It's not.
No.
It's just dead
Every other
rock.
planet that we have has an atmosphere of some sort.
So it's just a dead
And if
rock.
Pluto
There's
does,
gaseous
it's
planets
not-
though. That
They
are
have
called
an
planets.
atmosphere. When you fly into it, you are entering an atmosphere.
Yeah, but we don't know, or do we know? I'm not even sure. Do we
We
know
have a
that?
video.
Say what, dude?
Let's look
we
at
have
the
a video.
video.
Let's watch
All
the
right.
video.
Yeah, we got a video.
We're gonna go ahead and roll this video. And
Well, we're just gonna be live.
Yeah.
while
I
it
hope
happens,
there's
too.
audio on it.
Yeah.
all right, so we're looking at Mercury, Venus,
Mars,
Earth,
Jupiter,
Mars,
and Saturn.
Jupiter, Saturn.
Thanks to the invention
And
of
this
the
is from
telescope,
Science.
Uranus was discovered in
Channel.
1781.
Uranus.
Hey James, go ahead and
But
plug the
discrepancies
website.
in its orbit
I'll
meant
put my
that something was
my
tugging it.
bifocals on.
Sure
Uranus.
enough, that
That's where
something turned
remember
out
we
to
did
be
the interview?
Yep.
Neptune.
He's like, I don't know what planet I'm
Ever
from.
since,
And I was like,
scientists
Uranus.
have wondered if there might be yet
Neptune.
another planet
And
in our
that
solar
is Pluto
system,
right there.
sometimes called Planet
Yep.
X.
That's
Planet
Planet
X.
X.
Oh,
Now,
wait a second.
astronomers have strong
Planet
evidence
X.
for one.
Unless you
Are you
guys just
saying
went and
that's the
found
new
like a
Tesla
really
of
old
Neptune
video
with a
when we
mass 10
guys we
times
found
the
a ninth
Earth's.
planet called.
No, that's not an
thick
old video.
atmosphere
That's
of hydrogen
a fairly
and
new.
helium.
What are we looking at, James?
Just as
That's
Neptune
Planet
was
X.
predicted
That's
based
Planet
on
X.
its
All right.
influence on
That's
Uranus,
definitely Pluto.
the evidence for
So,
Planet
it's
X is
Pluto.
indirect. Astronomers
renamed
observe
Pluto
6
Planet
small
X?
Did you
solar
guys find
system
a video
objects
of Pluto?
and notice they come
guys
closest
are-
to the
Did
sun.
You guys
in
just find a
unique
video of Pluto
configuration.
and call it a ninth planet.
There's
No.
only a 1 in
is
15,000
about-
That's what that's showing us. Is we just found
Yeah,
a
that
this
was Pluto.
orbital
video
clustering
of Pluto
is a coincidence.
and
Planet
call
X.
it
It is much more
Planet
likely that
X.
Planet X has
That's not
shepherded
Planet
the
X,
6
it's
objects
Pluto.
into their orbits.
X.
This explodes our conception of the solar system
So-
I
because
think
Planet
we
X
may
would
need to
loop
jump
around the sun
topics here because we just look really
unimaginably
bad
far
because we
away
let someone
in a
get
strange
some
elliptical
fact about
orbit.
No, this is the
so
one.
far
this
away
is
that
the,
it takes
this is, just came out. This is
15,000
about
years
the new planet.
to make the trip.
That's in the same rotation
By
as Pluto.
comparison, Neptune's orbital period
Well, maybe
is
not because maybe they
165
haven't
years.
shown Pluto yet.
Of course,
me and you
not
are just
everyone
stuck
will be
in our,
convinced of Planet X
old ways.
until we have
They're
visual
talking
Bespin.
about Planet X.
Researchers
That's
are now
Bespin
using
right
one
there.
of the world's largest
probably
telescopes,
Earth, which is
Subaru,
a
in Hawaii,
gnome.
and they
Check
say
that
they
out.
have a reasonable
there
chance
audio
of
on
finding
this,
Planet
James?
X in
Yes.
the next 5
Yeah,
years.
we're just not here.
We're just not
Once
hearing it.
spotted, we can
So we're
welcome
talking
Planet
all
X
through this
as
audio.
the 9th planet
Yes.
in our solar system.
That's cool.
See, Pluto's over here.
Mystery Science Theater 2000.
Science, yes. Now,
3000.
so that's kind of
When
cool.
Was, when was that video made? Like, I want the
But you
copyright
know,
on that, 'cause-
to me, until they send out something out there, they can either land on it, fly through the atmosphere. Just another asteroid.
Really?
Well, but then that definition, there's a lot of planets.
How do we
are
know
just
you can't land on it
asteroids,
if you
'cause
can't get to it? Because it's millions of light years away.
Well, how'd they
It's not
find
light
it?
years away.
What?
It's not light years.
Not
Not
light
light
years.
years.
Whatever,
Light years is
you know what I mean.
very far.
All right, look. We're not going to get into specifics.
We are gonna get into specific. You just said light years away, and it's not even a light
Millions
year.
of light years away.
It's not even a light year away.
Oh, really?
Not
No,
even
it's-
a
yeah.
tenth
I
of
don't
a
know
light
these
year.
things, dude. I'm not that kind of nerd.
Like
all right?
what was it, James? To get to the
Like
moon,
I'm the
it'll
type
take,
of dude that doesn't get mad over parsecs.
What's up? What was the question, Dylan?
to get to drive to the moon.
don't-
Like,
I don't know
if you were to
about
drive
It's
a
still
car, it
millions
would
of
take
miles away, one way or the other.
Yes,
it's still
it's a
way
very-
too
it's
far
still
for our
very far for
capabilities.
us to
yeah.
do that,
That's
yeah.
the point I was trying to make. Okay? All right? Is that cool?
Well, that means you can't say Pluto's not a planet until you can land on it.
No, you just made that statement, then tried to justify by saying someone else said that statement. You're like, oh, until you land on it, then it's
Pluto's
just an
a planet.
asteroid.
I like
and
Pluto.
then you said, well,
Yeah,
you can't
Pluto's
say
a
that because
planet,
then Pluto. I'm like,
in
no.
my opinion. I grew up being told that Pluto is a planet. I see no reason why.
You know,
to
they're
change
calling it
it
a dwarf planet. So.
Yeah, but still, it's still a dwarf planet. But
we know it's a small planet. Big deal.
Right,
You don't,
well,
have to
so
call,
is
you,
the
don't,
moon.
you don't put a label on
so
it.
was the moon.
Don't put a label on me.
Well, you know, when my Death Star,
label me.
you know, when
Sorry.
when my Death Star way out there, you know, they've been noticing when that finishes, none of us will be planets.
Yeah. So moving on. What is this island that you were talking about?
All right, so this is, I actually can't pronounce it. It's Socatra Island is what I think it's pronounced. Because the video
Okay.
that I watched, the multiple videos I watched, didn't have any audio, but if James would pull up some images for me.
Dude,
Whoa.
this for
This
me
island
Talk
looks
about another
like
planet.
Awesome.
it looks like it's from Dr.
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is, it's
Where's Kirk at?
300 different
Check those trees out. That's awesome. They look like giant mushrooms.
Yeah, it's 300 different species.
Is that
of
actually
bird.
ground up there, or is it
That looks to me like it was underwater.
at one point?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, 300 species of bird.
Is
and
it
I
how
think
they
it's
grow?
Yeah.
800 new species of floral plant life.
800 new, like
800
previously
new,
undiscovered.
like undiscovered. Yeah, like
Holy
those are
crap.
brand new. Like, look at this. Look what's on here now.
It's amazing.
This
It
island
doesn't
is
even look like it should be from Earth.
awesome. It's like a
It's-
desolate.
You know what that
alien
is?
wasteland.
That's the first stages of terraforming from an alien species.
There you go.
It's Planet X.
Yeah,
Planet
we need
X.
John Carter.
Here's Planet X for you.
John Carter. That's
Yeah.
Now,
funny.
what is something really cool is there's the
us, John
trees that
Carter.
are the dragon's blood trees we talked about earlier, which is an incense.
These
Upon-
images are going super fast. Is that the tree that bleeds dragon's blood?
No.
No,
Nope.
no,
That's not it.
we don't
that's
have.
not
Do
it.
we have an
That's
image
still
of
a
it?
rad-looking tree.
To
though.
me, it looks like a cactus.
Yeah,
we have- do we
well,
have an
actually, yeah,
image?
you're right.
I've seen
I hope
cactus.
that's not a
pretty cool.
cactus. There's people sitting in it.
No, but see, not all cactuses are prickly.
That is cool.
Oh, but a lot.
So
of
these things
majority of them
are massive too. They're not like little bushes. They're
No.
actually,
No, these things like you know,
huge
there's,
trees.
you see kids climbing in them.
Orton, here's a who.
Does anyone inhabit this island? Have they
Yeah,
found?
people were there.
Yes.
And-
Yeah, obviously, but I mean, does people live there like a native?
People.
Right there.
They're natives.
Yeah.
No, for a field trip.
Well, I'm saying they got clothes on, like
They got dropped
shirts.
out of the sky and landed on it.
Yeah, it's a. We don't know much
Yes,
about this
they
island.
live there.
Yeah, but I mean, if you have plants that were previously undiscovered and human beings live there, we probably threw a shirt on them. Probably. You know.
It's not that this is not
There's probably some fat
undiscovered.
celebrity
This isn't
over
an
there saying,
undiscovered
"Send us
island,
money
it's just
because
a
these
cool
kids are
island
poor
that
and we
we
can't
found.
feed them."
I don't think the island's very old, is what I'm saying. I do agree with the fact that this looks like it was underwater for a very long time. Because
So those are Atlanteans.
there you go,
could
you
be.
found them, you found them, Josh.
It's Atlantis,
They could be. You
Yeah.
never know.
which explains Jason Momoa.
Weren't Atlanteans like
Aquaman.
half fish people?
No, they were just humans
No,
that
they're
were really
super
strong
intelligent.
and really smart and
You see,
sophisticated.
you tried to say that, but then I heard James say it was irrelevant.
What
No,
was
I
irrelevant?
said they're super intelligent.
Oh, I thought he said that's
did too. I
irrelevant.
thought
I was
it
about
was
to say
irrelevant.
that means they were fish people, but you're trying to disregard the fact they're fish people and say it's irrelevant. So
I
they
think
were
you have
fish
a
people.
fetish for mermaids or something. You're just really hoping
don't?
mermaids are real.
Have
You
been
don't
to
have a
Wiki
fetish
Washi
for
before, Steve?
You
mermaids?
like some scaly. What? James?
You don't have a fetish for mermaids?
No, not really.
Have you been? Have you not been to Wiki Washi?
No.
They
We
have-
avoid things that smell like fish, just saying.
Oh,
You're not a fish person?
No, I don't like the smell of fish.
Well, on that note,
Well, salmon that's
Salmon.
cooked, you know.
yeah,
it's
well,
different.
yeah, if it's cooked.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, on tomorrow's show, we are going to have Rod Notek is going to be here with his NASCAR and tell us about how NASCAR uses video games to help the drivers.
Really?
Yep.
The simulation, you mean?
Simulation. Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Which
very
is something
cool.
we just discovered about No Tech, that he's actually an avid
I think he's a
NASCAR
bigger.
gamer.
I think he's a
Yeah.
bigger nerd.
He
gamer
comes in
than-
and looks at us all silly like, oh, you guys
Yeah,
play video
I think
games.
he's. Yeah, I think he's a bigger
Phooey.
nerd in tech than he wants
Yeah.
to let off.
Yeah, because I got him talking yesterday about Gran Turismo, and that's an obscure game for people that are, I mean, it wasn't at the time, but now, if you mention that, only
Yep.
hardcore gamers are really going to pick up on
Yep,
Gran Turismo.
exactly.
And I dropped that name on it, and his eyes went, oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, how do you know about Gran Turismo? Like, yeah, dude, I know about it. How do you know about it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, so anyways, tomorrow we're going to have lots more cool content. Hopefully you guys are digging our show. Leave comments, share it, like it. Do it on the Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube.
And Twitter.
And Twitter. Yeah, we're on Twitter
Let's
now.
Play Live.
Yep. So check us out. Like I said, like, share, comment, and thanks for watching. I'm Ortec the Batman. This is Cytokins. That's
I'm Boss Tech.
Out over there is Utter Tech, the sausage link, and we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Ha 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 ha!